What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, we do some bashing, we do some crawling, we do the minis, we do unboxings, how to and upgrade, everything RC related. This week on the workbench, I got my Arrma Kraton V5. I've had this RC for almost 2 years now, it's one of my better bashers in my fleet. Today we're going to upgrade it. The only thing I really done to it is I'm still running all the stock Spectrum stuff. We did change out to the EXB shock towers, and that's basically all I've done to it. Everything else is bone stock. This thing's an absolute beast. I haven't had any diff problems, but that's probably because I'm running the stock system. And the body is pretty beat up, but still holding. We did pick up the ARA 320-808. This is the Super Bash Front Bumper V2. This is the EXB bumper. This is a RPM front bumper, and it's not broken, just a little wasted, but honestly, this one does, I think, in my opinion, look a little better, but this thing's been an absolute beast. It's taken some pretty hardcore hits and no breaks, but it's just time to just give it a different look, and you can see how beat up it is, but it's fine. Worst thing this RC car has endured is the chassis is scratched up. That's going to happen with a metal chassis. So I did pick up from Arrma Skins, little chassis design here. Got a great deal on it. These do come from the UK, so it does take a little bit of time to get it shipped over here, but I think it was 45% off. This is going to cover some of those scratches and kind of like the artwork on it. So besides the bumper and the chassis skin, we're going to make it a little bit more durable. Picked up the EXB front center chassis brace. This is the 98 for the front, and this is the 140 for the rear. And to give it a little bit more bling, these are the Exotech flight wing buttons. I had to put some washers in here because I kind of wore out the wing mount and it kept coming off. Just did a little mod with some washers in there. Hasn't come off since, but this will be a nice little addition to it. So let's get that on, and we're going to take it out for a little quick bash session, see how the Arrma Kraton does. This is probably one of my worst scratch chassis. This is the one I probably bash on the most toughest terrain because I know it can take it. So after time, that is the downside of the metal chassis, is it will look beat up. And this is just going to cover up some of those. I think it's going to look great, actually. They do provide you the instructions and some alcohol prep pads for it, so make sure you clean it really, really good. Alright, so I didn't put it on perfectly, and I didn't really align it on this side. Started really good, but that doesn't matter, guys. It actually looks great, has a nice little graphic design, and covers up those scratches on the chassis. If you're a hardcore basher, obviously, you probably don't even have this chassis. I've had this Kraton almost 2 years. I sent to 15-20 feet. I haven't bent mine. Again, I'm not a hardcore basher. I do like to bash, but I like to bring my car home in one piece most of the time. So I'm not the extreme basher, but if you're sending it big time, get an M2C chassis, get an EXB chassis, probably an M2C if you're an extreme basher. But this, for me, this chassis has held up. It's perfectly straight, just a little beat up. So if I end up bashing a little more hardcore, definitely move on to an M2C or create an EXB chassis. So all depends on your driving style. Let's go ahead and put these on. These should be give it a nice look. Alright, so these are a really nice look and a great fit. And what was happening with mine is that my wing was pulling through. I eventually just added some washers and it took care of the problem, but these are a lot nicer and they do the same thing. Also forgot to mention, if you have a regular crane like me and you're upgrading to an EXB bumper, you will need some hardware. It does come with the 2 screws that mount into the hinge pins, but you're going to need some hardware for the bumper. I'll link them in the description. Also, I will have some of these parts, will be some affiliate links. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps the channel. So let's get that EXB bumper on. All right, EXB bumpers installed. Last but not least, the front and rear chassis braces. All right, we're all set. Let's take a look at the EXB chassis braces. These chassis braces really give the rig a nice look and some nice durability. I haven't broken none of the plastic ones, but these are definitely a lot stronger. But I would say between the two, if you're like me, you have a stock Kraton or a V4 or a V5 Kraton, I would say the shock tower are definitely more important than these chassis braces here, because I actually did bend the front shock tower, so and that's why I started with the EXB here. But I guess if you don't have one, man, I mean, just go straight for the EXB. Probably gives you better value for your money. This bumper's sweet. But definitely if you have one and you bash like me, I'm not an extreme basher, but you'll see how I bash. Just with this, the shock towers, the chassis braces, the center brace here, that's more than enough strength for me in my rig. And this Kraton has, for me, has been quite durable. Again, also I run Straka electronics, and for me, I mean, you could probably gear it up, watch the temps, and that's more than enough speed. So only thing left to do now is charge up this battery, and let's give it a bash. Haven't taken out the Kraton in a while. Thing always rips so nice, guys. Great air control. This thing is the beast. My sandpile used to be a little higher, get a little bit better air, but it is what it is. There it is. This is what I call just simple fun bashing around. Hit it this way, see what happens. Oof. Nice, on your feet. Too much overcorrection on my part. See if I can clear that little ass.
After that jump, I started to notice that there was some clicking coming from the diffs, so time to crack them diffs open and see what's going on, but we did finish the run.
Definitely one thing I will make probably a recommendation to change. The stock steering servo, it's an RTR servo. It hasn't gone bad on me. I've been waiting to replace it, but I can get a little more steering if I got a better servo. That'll probably be the next upgrade to get. It levels out really good in the air, guys, and it flies nice. Oof, that was pretty hardcore. That might have broke something.
I thought we had broken it, but the only thing that happened is we popped out the drive shaft. Brought it home, repaired it, and brought it back out to finish the run.
Alright, drive shaft popped back in. Let's finish the run. I think I'm close to LVC. Plenty of power on the stock Spectrum system. I know guys put some crazy power into these things. Beautiful. One more, let's go one more. We'll wrap it up. I had to hit the puddle, didn't I? So there are some scratches on the chassis graphic protector here, so we'll get some scratches, but that's from me hitting the asphalt and stuff like that. But overall, this thing's still proven durable. We did have the drive shaft pop off, but that's gonna happen. If you know a fix for it, drop a comment and let me know what I can do about fixing that drive shaft popping off issue. Other than that, this thing's a beast, guys. If you're like me, would you pick up the standard stock V5 or would you just go straight to the EXB? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.